what's going on, PPG people? Freedom Flyer coming at you. My name's Rich, and just wanted to go over a few landing. I want to go over a few things that have helped me out with my landing for new pilots out there, and hopefully you get something out of it. I'm not going to make this too long, but just wanted to throw a few pointers out there that have helped me. That has been my struggle. My launch has always been pretty good. It's rare when I blow a launch, but my landing took me some time to, and I'm still working on it. I'm not perfect at it. I consider myself a beginner pilot, so I'm just doing this to hopefully help some people out. Put together 5 things that help me that I'm gonna cover that hopefully will help you. Number 1 being the approach. Coming in for your landing, number 1, if you trimmed out in your flight, if you're flying into the wind and you trimmed out, remember to bring those trims in. I've flown with my trims out, forgotten to bring them in, and I have landed it, but I've had unsuccessful landings more often than not. Just you come in faster, basically. So wind direction, of course, you take off into the wind. You want to land in the wind as well. Just check that wind sock from when you took off. Make sure that wind didn't shift on you when you're coming in. I've done that too. So those 2 things. Next thing is identifying your LZ and hazards associated with that. Whether it be power lines, obstacles on the field that you're going to land in, just identify those, which is self-explanatory. But my third one is field of view. Knowing where to look when you're landing, it's definitely helped me out. So I'm going to switch over here to a little PowerPoint, Billy, if I can get this to switch. Guess not. Well, that's stupid. I guess I suck at this. All right, hold on. All right, if you can see this, basically this is probably looking, I don't know if I'm in the view, maybe 100, 150 feet up. You're identifying your LZ and you're looking at the spot that you think you're probably gonna land in. And I'm jacking stuff up here. All right, getting down a little bit closer, maybe 50 feet up or so, your bubble gets a little wider and out in front of you, which is important, especially on this next one. When you're about to flare, your field of view should be way out in front of you, if not all the way on the horizon. I was looking down here right in front of me, and that did not work. So make sure you want to look out in front of you, out ahead. Look at that horizon. It was my just instinct, I guess, to look down at my feet with that ground going by so fast, and I'd really screw myself out. So getting myself to look out in front of me was a big helpful part. I've got a few pictures that I'm gonna put on here. Hopefully you can see them, of one of my landings. And okay, basically as you're coming in, which this is gonna be my number 4, is posture. All right, that plays a big part in my success or fail in my launch. So you wanna slide all the way out of your seat. You wanna have one foot in front of the other, like you're gonna run it out, because that's basically what you're gonna do. All right, this is gonna show you basically what not to do, even though it was successful. All right, as you can see, I'm coming down, got one foot in front of the other. Now, what I was doing at this point is I was pulling my flare down in front of me, and you'll see what that does in the next picture. Okay, as my flare went down in front of me, it caused me to sit back in my seat and my feet go out in front of me, which isn't horrible, because in this shot you can see I landed it. But one thing I've noticed is when I flare behind me more, and on those pictures I showed you, I also, when I got out of my seat, my legs were out of the seat, but my butt was technically still in the seat. I was not all the way out. So when my legs kicked out in front of me, you can see I'm basically back in a sitting position in the seat. So when I started flaring, pushing back behind me, that pushes my chest and my body forward out of the harness. So there's space between my back and the harness. That was a big helpful part for me. Just getting as far away from that seat as I can as I'm leaning forward, coming down, ready to flare. That was a big part. So hopefully that helps anybody out there that's struggling with landings. Those 5 things: your approach, your identify your hazards, field of view, your posture, and your flare. Now your flare, you want to do 5-6 feet off the ground max. You want to pull it down. I flared too fast for too long, where I would pull down about halfway and I would come up and it was too late, and then I would just drop. It was like jumping off a ladder with the motor on my back, and I would, go to my knees or whatever. But when I'm about to flare, I'm starting to pull a little bit just to see what kind of, how fast I need to flare, and then it's a slow flare and then all the way down, and that's helped me a lot. So flaring too early was kicking my butt. So hopefully this helps somebody. I'll throw a video on here of last night's flight. It's pretty short, but hope you enjoy it, and I hope, like I said, I hope this helps anybody that's struggling like I have been. All right, you guys have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon.